Let's see. Mm-mm. I picked the wrong thing here. It's at 5:45 p.m. I'm doing this now. So picked the wrong thing here. Oops. It's 5:45 p.m. I'm doing this now. So picked the wrong thing here. So I'm going to do this for about half hour or so, and then JB will probably be on after me. So we'll go from here to there. Reception or internet sucks at this hotel, so I don't know how much of this I'm going to get in, even when you'll be able to freaking. All right. Boy, there she is, Miss Philippines. Comments. Oops. Yeah, there's a big delay here, man. Jesus. The one, the only Kiko.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought I would come on here, and because I haven't been called for my PCR test yet. And yeah, and JB's going to come on later. So I plan on doing this for like a half hour or so, and then everybody can go over her thing. So the internet in my hotel here sucks, so I got to do it while I can do it. I fully expected to get a call already, but they never tell you. I had to call up and ask them if I had time to take a shower. So, what's the temperature there in Pennsylvania?
It's about freezing, 32. We're supposed to get Sunday night into Monday, supposed to get about a foot of snow.
Hey, you know what? I think it was 65 in Milwaukee yesterday.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, man, I ain't kidding you. Because I had my VPN through Chicago, but I don't know. I don't have. I'm on Chicago right now, so.
Well, then they must have had a big temperature drop since then.
Yeah, I mean, all that does is bring on freaking cold, flu. Warm one day and freezing the next.
Well, it looks through the weather like Bud's going to get some snow or ice. So it's not even safe in Tennessee.
So let me tell you about this thing here. I accidentally hit the buttons on my safety deposit box. So
yeah, I heard that earlier. I think you were on JB's,
yeah,
right? So I heard
you. Well, I called them up. Like 2 days in a row. Oh, sir, because of the pandemic, coming in the room. And I'm like, well, I got to have it. My passport's in there. And the card that I have with me is not the ones that I booked all this stuff on because I didn't call that. I called a different credit card company and said I'd be here. So I called up yesterday again and, well, let me get my assistant manager, so he comes up. He told me to punch in a number. It didn't work. So, uh, he comes up with a key, so so he unlocks it and he said, you really called? I said, yeah, I've been calling since the day I got here because I locked it in there. And I need that passport and I need that other card so I can pay for my test, in which their test is $60. If you want to go to a lab like I did in Chicago, that's 165. So that's a pretty good bargain. But let me tell you, there's some people out there now saying you don't need that One Health pass. Well, bullshit. Because they had trouble loading it.
So
don't.
You're saying this test you got to get today is $60?
60. Yeah. Because I'm the foreigner, I got to pay.
And does that take 2 to 3 days like JB's?
No. This is sometime today, maybe 1 to 8 hours, whatever. But did I tell you about my experience at the airport
Oh yeah,
in Chicago? I
yeah,
did. Oh yeah, I did. I think. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
Just
my
just
god.
be glad you're where you're at now.
Yeah.
You'll
You
be
know
much
what?
better when you're leaving the airport in Butuan.
Well, my blood pressure is lower, my pulse rate's lower. But see that I didn't understand. They say you only need an antigen test to get back into America, but I don't give a shit. I'm getting the PCR, the RT-PCR. You know, you can never have enough information here. Matter of fact, the lady at the for those that are listening, the lady at the immigration asked me for my marriage certificate. I don't know if I told you that. And I said, "What?
Oh
You
yeah,
mean you don't have?" I
yeah.
said, "No, I don't
Even
have it."
even though you're showing her a K9,
Yeah, or 9A,
it's
and right
overstating
on
the
it.
obvious, right?
Yeah, right on it. It says married to Philippine national that I'm exempt. I'm exempt from that document to travel or EED or whatever it is. And I'm like, what the fuck? So that one, I got to tell anybody that's there, that one health pass, man. Some lady that I watch occasionally says, she says she was a lawyer there in the Philippines. So because I said her information once wasn't factual. So she says, "Well, I take, I pretty." She tries her best, I mean, there's a little bit of a something lost in translation, But
That,
I
that,
said,
go
I
ahead.
sent her a message. I sent her a message yesterday, and I said, I could have swore, she was talking about that you don't have to do the PCR anymore, and I was like, yeah, you do. Well, you did when I went through. And I said, I was telling this other guy I was talking to yesterday, I said, if they make a decision, at the palace here, the presidential palace,
Right,
sometimes it takes a while to trickle down.
and
So
sometimes the barangay might not want to abide by it anyway.
yeah, exactly. So it, you know what? If you're here in America and you make that statement, it's gonna be that way. But here it's different.
Right.
I'm not complaining, but it's different. And,
Yeah.
and people should realize that it is different. So, you're telling people you don't need that. And I was on this other guy's live stream yesterday, and I said, you come with everything you got. I mean, I was getting this old man at the airport was saying, wow, you got a bunch of papers there. I said, yeah, you can never have enough.
Yeah,
Um,
they're probably traveling. Everything's right on their
dude,
phone. They don't have to
I,
carry anything.
I if you're able if they all the One Health Pass is your information, personal information, that you've been vaccinated,
Right, and they give
or
you a QR
and
code.
where you're going, the address and the contact information. It's really straightforward, and that's it. And then you print it. For me, I got a printer, so I printed it. Or you can take a photo on your phone. And I said make 3 copies of each thing. I got my appointment papers from Walgreens. I got everything, the outcomes, dose 1, dose 2, and that label that they usually make out for your prescription meds. I got that paper with my name and the shots on it. And because, I don't know, man. I don't know why they do what they do, but it kind of boggles the mind when you think you have um, logic. It's like, how come you don't see what I see? So, hey, Michael, good morning.
Hey, Tony, did you say you have a brother-in-law or something in the area that once you're free, you're going to hook up with for a couple days?
Yeah, I got a couple of them. One's a cook, the guy that likes to wear the dresses. I mean, he's a good person and all, but I just don't. I'm not calling him by his girl name. I'm calling him by his man name. And my other brother-in-law, Rolly, he said he's got businesses. He's got a couple businesses, and that the pandemic has kind of slowed that down. So he's available during the day, anytime. So I'm gonna once they cut me loose, if they do, unless they try to squeeze me for more money.
Yeah.
But
Another $60 test.
no. Here's the squeeze. I'm just saying. I'm not bitch. I'm just saying. I don't have any ill will toward anyone here. I'm a guest here. It's their country. But my email yesterday, I didn't. I'm looking. I go. It said important changes to your flight from here to Bhutan. So I didn't have my Yahoo Mail on my app on my things. I called. I sent my son a message. And by the way, the volume is very good when you do a video chat on Facebook. And so he calls him up, and so he gives them the information so he can open up the email. And what it said was, my flight for this Sunday is canceled, and it has been moved to Wednesday. So now I got to book 2 extra days. What am I going to do? They got me by the short hairs, So I hope they don't try to do a fast one on me and tell me I got something I don't have.
Yeah, I've seen other YouTubers that their flights were canceled and they had to change and pay. That Texas Filipino guy, they changed his flight on him. Had to pay $120 or something for flight. Well, through no fault of his own.
I have flight insurance, so any interruptions like that are covered. So there in itself is a reason to get all that bullshit that people call bullshit, because that saved me from having to pay for the difference or for a different flight altogether.
And you know what's ironic? You'll probably get on that flight and it'll be the same. It'll be like half full, or
well,
a third.
Yeah, because I'm thinking they moved it because they want to get more people on it. Because my wife just said that they're locked down there in Bhutan. So, and on a Wednesday too, they're leaving. This flight leaves at 7 a.m. Rises at 8:30, and they usually do 2 trips in the morning and 2 in the evening, if I'm not mistaken. So that means I got to get up all freaking discombobulated, but as long as I get where I'm going. How come I don't have the thing on here, man? Can't see. Oh, shoot. Okay. So, the meals have been pretty good. I haven't eaten this breakfast one. I got, you know what? There's going to be an outcry by Filipinos here. My dinner the other day didn't have rice. So today I got a hard arroz a la cubana, boiled egg.
That's Cuban rice.
Cuban rice. So
yep. Arroz is rice.
Yeah, right here. So and there should be an outcry here, because usually the largest compartment in these containers.
Yeah, that should be all the rice.
Yeah, that's where it's been. It's where it's been since I got here.
So, do you get like a choice? Do they give you a choice of stuff? You can pick one, or
no. They give you whatever they give you.
Yeah, what do you want for $72, right?
Yeah, they're not. Well, normally this is $140 room. I'm like, this isn't $140 here.
Really?
Yeah.
Normally.
I got 70. Yeah, normally 135, 142, something like that.
Why? Because of location, I guess. You're in Pasay, huh?
I'm in Pasay, yeah. I'm right down the street from Malaysia. I can't wait to get the hell out. I mean, they've done so much construction here, man. You've seen the outside here, haven't you, from the window?
Yeah. So let me get this straight. They cut you loose there. You can stay in the same hotel, right? Once you get your results, you're good. You can stay in the same place. Yeah. And then you can go out and about, do what you want. And then you get to the domestic terminal, and you fly to Bhutan. Then you got to quarantine at Bhutan once you're there, right?
Yeah, and they lowered that to 7 days from 14.
But you can do that on the property that you're already at, right? You have 2 separate houses. Is that correct?
Yeah, Yeah, there's two different properties the mother-in-law has.
So how do you get from
So
Butuan Airport to that property? Is it got to be by
taxi,
des-
she'll come
designated?
pick me up.
Uh, I mean, it
I have
could
no
be,
idea, man. I
be,
haven't, I haven't got,
but it's not some quarantine thing from the airport to your location in Butuan.
well, what they're saying when they cut me loose here is they're saying that I ain't got shit. So I'm under the assumption that I can just jump in whatever vehicle will take me to where I need to go. But this is I mean, I don't. The thing that I picked this place because it's right down the road from where I first went when I got here the first time, and also I have those brother-in-laws here. So, the one I'm mostly fond of is lives here, along with the other one. So,
Well, my wife's got someone she knows that lives in Pasay. I mean, if you need help, she could give you the number to text or anything. But
mm.
you think you'll do okay on your own. But plus, if you have a brother-in-law,
Oh yeah, yeah, I'll be fine. I'm a big boy. Shit, I've been here before. And I mean, getting help on anything isn't a problem here.
just gonna have to have enough pesos to do what you want to do for a few days. Huh?
Yeah, it's all money, man. Money, money, money. But those are the things you got to do. Um, I told this other guy yesterday in his live stream. When I went to Walgreens, I went online to book an appointment to get a test, and a lot of these YouTubers out there are saying, get your test, but they're not saying which test is acceptable and which is not. Now, I can only speak for ANA. Antigen test is not accepted. That's what happened to me, and I was up 24 hours, so I wasn't in the mood for any bullshit. So get anybody coming here, get the frickin' RT-PCR test. I got my results. I went to a lab outside O'Hare, about 8-minute ride. The first guy drove it like a snail. Second guy was just frickin' flying, and it's in back of the building where I went. I posted the address on other people's channels. But if you're coming from wherever you're coming from, get the lab test. And now they want it 48 hours prior, and it really kind of makes sense because if you go to a place that has an in-house lab, you're getting your results in a matter of hours. Depending on the volume of people. So do that. I was asked for my marriage certificate. And I'm like, geez, what the fuck? I'm looking at her like, and this one health pass, I showed you that pass, I think. I showed that more than any other document I have. I showed it when I got on the plane. When I got off, there's Army guys giving you directions. I show it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people within um, about 40 feet of each other. It was even the taxi had to show it to. I had to show it to the hotel when I got here. So make yourself up 3 copies of each thing.
No, I don't plan on
You
traveling anytime. I'm not going to be playing that game.
Well, I'm saying for anybody out there that's
Right.
watching, or anybody that maybe you talk to, or anybody else, or Michael talks to, or JB, it's from the foreigner's perspective anyway. If you if it the problem is, I don't know where folks are getting their information where they're telling them, oh, you no longer need this. If you can get it and it don't cost you shit, get it, because that person telling you that isn't going to help you when you get here. So
Right.
because you're going to be
And the
thinking,
rules change all the time. So
yeah. So that's what I was saying before. If they're down up there at the palace here, they say, well, as of such and such a date, you no longer need this. And that was a month ago. Now it takes a lot longer. Either they're not clued in, or they don't believe it, or they gotta have take their direction from whoever. And it takes a while. It's not, it gets done, but it takes a while. So in the interim, get your shit, get everything. You know, um, people can benefit from my experience because that shit stressed me out so bad. I wanted to punch that guy in the airport. When he came around the count, he had broken English, and I wasn't understanding shit. I wanted a clarification so I knew what was what. But when he came around the counter, I thought, oh, this guy, he's saying real quiet. He's talking quiet. Sir, you can't be using those words. And I was just waiting for him to touch me because I'd have been in jail. And I was, but after all of that, after I went home that day, I was talking to you when I went back, and I came down. I took the bus. We have a Coach USA bus. You can buy a round trip ticket for $59. You can use that ticket coming back with any time up to a year. So it drops you off at the terminal you need. There's no parking hassles. There's not. It's stress free. So when I got back down to the airport again, I had to jump off that, go inside, walk downstairs, get a cab, go to the thing. And I tell you, the young man that's working there, when I went there, they got their shit together there. It's bam, 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 it's done. And there's always a cab wait. There's always a taxi outside the door. Not the guy you took, but, it's like,
right.
I was in and out of there in like 10 minutes. Well, I spent a little more time because I was having a conversation with the kid about, airplane mode and all that shit on your phone. But with the guy there, when I walked in, I was the only one at that moment. And I spent about 10 minutes there. And I went back to the airport. And they send, for anybody out there, they send an email with the findings to the airport, to the airline, in my case, ANA, and they sent it to me. And I got to tell you, man, my back was black and blue. I have a back issue with the nerve in the discs, the seats on the 787 suck. They suck. I mean, it's a new plane. It's like sitting on concrete or a wooden bed.
Yeah, it's hard to
It,
imagine they engineer an airliner, and they make seats like that. You know what I mean? And they're designed for
yeah.
long trips,
I
right?
was, I was sitting on the nearest plane. Yeah, I was sitting on the nearest. I mean, I was sitting on the newest plane, and yet I could take the seat in front of me and shake everything on it. What the fuck is this? You spent how many millions? Oh, that was ridiculous. Yeah, but the flight attendants said they were pretty good. I got to say that they had pretty good meals in that airline. I can't believe how good they were, and you didn't have to pay for these well-known, top-notch movies that weren't even out that long. So that was a plus. What time did it come on? Oh, 23. Okay. So after about 7 minutes or so, JV's going to come on, I think. Are you? Okay, JV's going to come on her live stream because I'm not certain at what time they're going to be ringing me to go have the test.
Hey, Gear.
Yeah. The Norwegian Nightmare is here. No, Gear. Not surprisingly, they, man, just when you think you got it down, and you're gonna sign so much shit. Just when you think you're done, there's some more.
So, Tony, you think you're going to get your results later today?
Yeah, I'll
Really?
get them later.
And JB's
Yep.
got to wait 2 to 3 days. Wow.
JV got tested yesterday. They came to her room. Unlike me, I guess I got to go wherever.
Well, they called her and she
So
had to go down to the lobby. That's where she did hers.
I don't.
That's what she
Okay.
said, lobby
I,
of her hotel. I know you couldn't hear because your internet was bad.
okay.
You couldn't receive. See, we could hear you. We could hear everybody else fine. But you could not, because of your internet connection, everything you
Ah,
said was choppy and you couldn't hear anything.
yeah, yeah, it was terrible. I'm surprised I'm even doing this good right now, unless StreamYard is a good luck charm.
Can you hear me okay? I mean, it's not chopped up.
Oh yeah, yeah. I hear you better than ever. But what I got to do here, um, I they changed my flight gear from Sunday to next Wednesday. So you know, I planned on going out and hanging out with JB there and my brother-in-law. But I'll have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 3 days.
I have to eat my breakfast first, Tony.
Okay. Well, here's mine. Did you hear what I have?
Another salad?
Yeah, they bring me
I
a
got two.
salad, but I cannot eat salad in the morning, so I ordered another one from the
So,
hotel. So
Now,
I ordered,
so
omelette.
do you have to pay for all those meals, Tony, or is that included in your 72
it's
bucks?
included. It's included.
It's included mine as well, but I don't like what they bring for me, so I
Now,
have to order.
see, it, it, the ripoff for me is the buffet they got was outstanding. So I'm getting meals like I'm some kind of a freaking prisoner or some shit. They're not bad. As long as I have something, I really don't care at this
Hey,
point. I just
hey,
want to,
hey, hey, Ken.
So, how about when you order the Cokes, you have to pay for that, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
I
30,
like I do. I pay mine.
39 peso a piece. They're a couple of milliliters short of an ounce, 12-ounce can. I don't know why they do that here, but I don't know. I
Yeah, they're
just
just a little bit skinnier cans. Huh?
yeah. But I'm a guest here, so I just say what my experience. I'm not sour or salty or anything through this system, but I know I'm not surprised. How things go. They
So,
they they do a good. They do the best. At getting everything together here like they do.
if you get tested today, this will be what, your third day?
Fifth.
Fifth? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But that you got in late at night, like 10, right? Did that count as one day?
That's your first day. If you get in here before midnight, that's your first day. I would have gotten tested yesterday, and I'd probably be out today if I had made my first flight. They ANA didn't have to do it, but
Hey, I
they
meant to tell
they
you.
rebooked mine.
I meant to tell you. I was watching Flight Aware. That flight you were supposed to go on that you
Mm-hmm.
didn't get, it went out
Yeah.
40 minutes, turned around, and came back to Chicago and landed. So they
No
must have
shit.
had
What?
aircraft problems. Yeah, I was
Oh,
watching on a site called, I think it's Flight Aware 24 or something like that, Flight Radar
yeah.
24, and it
Mm-hmm.
your plane left Chicago and it said diverted. It never made it to the destination. It came back 40
So
minutes later. So you didn't lose out anything. You would have been stranded there
okay.
again.
So you didn't notice any out of schedule planes taking off after that?
No, I didn't look, but that ANA 11, that was the one you were supposed to be on. That was the daily flight, and
Well,
it did not go out. I mean,
okay.
it went out and came right back. So
It
so
it
it all equaled out for you, I guess.
Yeah, well, I think the other one did go. I think it did because the plane I was on, the first plane had a roll of four in the middle, and three on the outside. And sometimes there were two people when you had four seats. Sometimes there was one. The ones that had three, there was definitely only one there. So you had the run of the plane. Actually, I think they could have fit us up front in the first class.
Did you ever go over to the window and take a look out, or
Did I what?
ever go over to a window seat and take a look out?
No, no. I could see from my thing a little bit. I think one girl moved because she thought I was looking at her, but I wasn't.
Yeah, I wonder why they don't do that. I mean, if they have enough open first class, why don't they just let people come up? You know?
Well, probably because of the people that had to pay $5,000 would be pissed. You know,
Oh yeah.
that's correct. But all for all, I could have sat at a window seat if I wanted to. I mean, The service is good there, but I sent the travel agency, Cheap Aware. I bitched them out for, you know, um, when I went to Walgreens, they said, "Oh, you need one for flying?" Yeah. So I'm under the assumption that they're giving me the one I need, when in fact they're not. They're giving me this antigen test, which they eliminated online because they got this blue circle and a red, and antigen's another color. So antigen wasn't there, but that's the test I got. And I got my back in 56 minutes. And I thought to my son, I was just talking to him, and he told me he got his stuff back in 25 hours.
So, how much did you pay for the Walgreens test that was of no use to you?
Nothing. Nothing. The insurance or the government pays for that one. So, I mean, money wise, I took this cab driver had no fault of his own. I left him a message because he let me use his phone, that the clinic is in the back of this building we stopped at. We were at the front. The door was locked to get back to the airport. And I said, they're not even open. And this flight attendant said, I just called her 7 minutes ago. So, yeah, it all worked out, but my back is freaking killing me right now. My left leg is swollen. And, man, I haven't my back hasn't felt like this when I tried to move, when I had to move out of the apartment to the house I'm in now. And my friend didn't show up, so I had to do all the heavy lifting, and it wrecked me for about 3 months. And that's the way I feel now. I mean, mine was black and blue right at the bottom. It looked like somebody punched me. And it's extremely tender right now. I'm going to have to find something to sit on when we go back.
So you said you had to book the extra 2 days, right? Since your flight's been moved back. Now, did they charge you the same price for those last 2 days also?
Yeah. Yep.
$72, huh?
They did, yeah. So 100, I mean, with tax, I think it was 156 or 4 or something like that. But I think there's something to be said about all that shit. I think, this is, I mean, in the world we live in, people try to make money any way they can. I mean, so I'm glad I'm back here. I'm happy.
Well, obviously, the pharmaceuticals and the testing centers are the ones making all the money.
Yeah. Yep. $165 a pop at that clinic there, it's in Des Plaines, right outside the airport, Chicago. So if anybody out there's got an antigen test, I guess the U.S. only asks for the antigen test to go back. But if I get another one, I'm going to get the freaking one that has the one, the RT-PCR. I'm not messing around. I'll get, because you're at their mercy, man. I don't know what I want to eat out of this fucking thing, man.
Tony.
Uh-oh. Yeah. You ready?
How much did you pay your hotel?
$72 a night. And that's because I went through Agoda.
$72 a night?
Yeah.
How about you?
And I went
It's too expensive. I rent.
Yeah, well, it I don't know. I could have my brother.
I rent the room that I will gonna stay after my quarantine. I only paid $199 from tonight until Wednesday.
You have to leave your quarantine hotel after your results come back?
Yeah, when after my quarantine, because I would like to stay more in Manila, so I have to find a room for me to stay at least for until Wednesday. So I only pay $199.
They're letting me stay here after I'm done.
I don't want to stay here.
JB, what did you say your price per night was when you're done?
$199 US, which is from tonight until Wednesday.
Who's Buhang Man? Who's that? I'm
What?
thinking it's Christian. Buhang Man.
Yeah, it's me.
There he is.
Okay.
But
Hi, Chris.
wait a second, Kiko. Tony, you need to get a better system when you're talking, because from what I get from your message, it was you're not going to do any live stream before after you had the vaccine or the test or whatever it was.
I wasn't, because I fully expected to be called already. So when I got up, I called downstairs and I said, well, I'm going to take a shower. I'm not going to miss, Oh yeah. No, you'll be all right. So I thought, while I'm sitting here, I might as well come on here,
Yeah.
But my phone was acting up yesterday with the talk to text.
Hey, Kiko. Hey, little JB.
Hey, Master Viking.
Oh, Lord.
Hello, Christian. Yeah, I saw earlier when on JB's there when Tony he couldn't talk, or he couldn't hear anybody correctly.
Yeah.
Obviously, the reception. I don't know why, because we could hear you speak all right. It's just, I guess the download was very bad. The upload was okay.
Was on when I was on when JB had that one the other day with that Jack was on. I think it was him. No, Hapsters did, and it was like robot, and the whole it's hard. I'm hard of hearing anyway, and then you got that shit. And I was like, get it.
Yeah, and yesterday on JB's, when she talked, you.
Yeah, you know what? It was. I fully expected. Why should I have one on Friday? Because it's still going to f up anyway. But I thought I would try it. Couldn't kill some time here because I'm ready to get the f out of this room.
So you're on the hotel Wi-Fi right now, and not your phone?
Yeah, my phone's on the hotel Wi-Fi too, and this computer. So I'm ready to eat a little bit of different food, and I can't have any beer because I'm under quarantine. So.
Hello, guy, Michael and Bud.
Yeah. But.
Okay, I'm out here. I was gonna start my live stream. Okay, just come when you're done. I'm out here. It's time for me to start my live stream. It's set up at 8:30. You did not see that?
You're cutting in and out.
She has a live stream.
You're cutting in and out.
Her live stream's starting now, Tony.
Oh, okay. Okay, very good. That's okay. I couldn't get you. I got a private message now, probably from Master there, but no, Buhang Man, yeah. So I'm gonna end this one right now, and anybody wants to continue with me, I'll be on JB's live stream.
Okay.
So all right, thank you everyone for showing up, and if you want to come on JB's. You can get more people on hers anyway. So.
Okay. Later.
Hasta la vista. Somewhere down there. Yeah.